I say let's have a talk. I want to have a talk about what I seen last night for us within the Democrat Party, and you know, Mr. Chuck Schumer. He failed, and the reason that I say he failed is because he was keeping millions of American people hostage from WIC assistance, EBT assistance, mortgage assistance, and everything else we can come along with that he was holding people hostage about. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, is my thing is straight directly to the Democrat Party. Is okay. The Republicans say they need 7 Democrats to join the Republicans to open up the government. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is to Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Democrat Party, is you trying to hold American people hostage like for so like. And my thing is to you, Mr. Chuck Schumer, is for how so long that you was gonna hold American people hostage, because you was holding American people hostage for your legacy, so you can gain legacy within the upcoming election. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's the wrong thing to do. You get what I'm saying? You guys had a big day last week. You guys did good in not in the midterms, but in the election last Tuesday. Y'all did real good. Give yourself a pat on the back. You did real good. But at the same time, when the government is still shut down, after y'all just came off a good win last Tuesday in the election, and you come back to Congress in the you come back to Congress in the Capitol, and while the government still shut down, and y'all just had a nice big win last Tuesday, and it's like, how long was you gonna let this? How long was you gonna let this play out? So you was gonna let this play out, I don't know, I guess, to how long you feel that you was gonna let it play out. But at the same time, you got people hungry. You got a lot of people going through stuff. But at the same time, you would want to hold American people hostage just so you can build some type of campaign or whatever. So when the next election come, you can't do that. You can't hold the American people hostage because you fighting for health care and the Republicans don't want it. They don't want it. But you still continue to keep fighting for health care when we make these votes in the Senate. You get what I'm saying? When we make these votes in the Senate, and it's gonna be the same solution. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be we need 60 votes in the Senate, right? To be able to get us a legislation passed. You know what I mean? To be able to compromise and get something passed, we need 60 votes. That is the Senate rules votes in the Senate. We need 60 votes to be able to get things passed like this when it's a government shutdown or other things they got going on where the Senate rules is 60 votes to be able to get things passed, but you need a couple Democrats votes to join with the Republicans. So that's the main rules in the Senate. You get what I'm saying? So Chuck Schumer, you know this, right? You know we need 7 Democrats to join with the Republicans to be able to vote on a regular clean CR, to vote on a regular clean CR bill to fund the government until January the 30th. And then, like 9 times out of 10, and then if you still want to have this debate, this compromise, okay, let's open the government, and then we all can sit down at both parties and have this talk about health care that y'all I guess that y'all so really worried about. And like 9 out of 10 for it, I'm quite sure that it's really good for American people to have health care. I'm not saying that's wrong. That's good. People need their health. Their health need to be 100%. But at the same time, don't keep the American people hostage because you still fighting for the health care that is not going to go nowhere. The Republicans say they don't want health care. They don't want Obamacare. They don't want that. They say, well, Obamacare is really not really. They found Obamacare not really that good. But the Republicans say they have a plan for health care. I don't think they have no plan for no health care. They've been talking about this since Trump first administration. You get what I'm saying? This is something that they've been running on. This is also something they've been talking about. You get what I'm saying? But it haven't went nowhere. We still having debate. We still having a conversation about health care. The Democrats on health care. The Republicans don't want health care. They think it's a waste of time or wasting money or some more stuff they say. And Mr. Trump, he say he have a better plan for health care. That's what Trump say. He have a better plan for healthcare. And I think Trump healthcare is going to be Mr. Buffoon care. That's what it's going to be. That's what type of solution they trying to come up with for us trying to get a healthcare bill on the floor to get voted on so millions of people can have healthcare. And the new healthcare going to call Mr. Buffoon care. That's what it's going to call. A steady Obamacare, it's going to call Mr. Buffoon care. That's something that they trying to compromise and something they trying to get together and try to get both parties to come together to be able to agree on this situation. You get what I'm saying? And they know that from both sides, from the Republican side and the Democrat side. They know American people need health care. They know the Obamacare is finna run out. December 20, something like that, it'll be the end of the Obamacare. So that's what that's what the Democrats was fighting for. They're trying to extend the Obamacare to next year for 1 year. But the Republicans say they don't want that. They say we have something better than Obamacare. And it's called Mr. Buffoon care. That's what it's called. You get what I'm saying? So that's where we at with this situation right now. So, the 7 Democrats from each state, whatever state they was from, I forgot what state they was from, but it was 7 Democrats from 7 different states that voted with the Republicans to be able to reopen the government. That's what took place yesterday. So even though it took them 41 days to continue to keep fighting for health care, the Republicans don't want health care. So you telling me that we keep talking about this side don't want it, and we keep voting on it. We're going to get the same solution. It's not going nowhere. It's going to fail in the Senate. It's going to fail. So let's open the government, and then let's debate on these things. I think that'd be a good, smarter way. Do you think, Mr. Schumer? I think it'd be something good that we can sit back and compromise and talk about, because we know everybody need health care. We know everybody dropping dead. Everybody don't take care of their health like that. Everybody eat bad. We know that, don't we? So we need to come up with some type of solution. Both sides, Republican side, Democrat side, independent, whatever. You get what I mean? That's the things that we should be working on. We should compromise. It's 3 branches of government. So we can't ignore the other side. We got to compromise with the other side. You get what I'm saying? You got to compromise. That's what government about. You got to compromise with both sides. And we know both sides ain't going to get what they're going to get. But we still got to be leaders and for the American people and do their job that they sent you to Congress to do. Your constituents. Work for the people. Not work for Mr. Buffoon. You get what I'm saying? That's real deal. Your constituents sent you to Washington to represent them in a 25, 65 district or Columbia or wherever you from. But that's what they do. They send you to Congress to represent their state. You get what I'm saying? So the people in a state can be in a good position because they represent their state, represent their people in their state, in their district, where they from. If they people short on health care, I need to step in Congress and talk about my peoples, represent my people in District 25 or Columbia, whatever. My people's failing health care. So I got to get on the floor and talk about this to represent my constituents, the ones that send me in Washington to do. You get what I'm saying? Real deal. So I really think, that the 7 Democrats, they broke away for their party. And I really think, you should have done that. You shouldn't have sat back and listened to Chuck Schumer, because he going to have the whole American hostage. He going to wait another 40 days because he's trying to get health care passed. He want health care in the bill for 1 year deal. And the Republicans say, no, Mr. Democrats, we don't want that. We want Mr. Buffoon care. Y'all know who Mr. Buffoon is. They want Mr. Trump care, which is Mr. Orange Buffoon care. That's what we want. We don't want Obamacare. Obamacare finna run out. Less than 3 or 4 weeks. We like 3-4 weeks away from the Obamacare getting away. You get what I'm saying? And something the Republicans didn't want. They didn't want that in the bill. So Chuck Schumer say, well, let's compromise. We can get the government open and let's extend Obamacare for 1 year to January 30th. 1 year extension, open back up the government, open back up 3 branches of government to get everything back running. 1 year for Obamacare, let's extend it. The Republicans say, no, we don't want that. Even Mr. Uncle Buffoon said he don't want Obamacare. You got to think, Trump and Obama, they've been beefing for a little minute for real. So Trump say, no, we don't want Obamacare. It's about time for Obamacare about to be running out here pretty soon. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to ditch that. And me and the Republicans and the Democrats hopefully can sit down and have a talk and agree to some things and compromise to some things. And let's hopefully come up with the Mr. Buffoon care. I'm out, y'all. But I just wanted to get on here and just, speak on some good topics about what took place last night to what I seen for real that I think, forced me, thinking with the Democrats about what they did last night, which is they have the party of their party, which is the Democrat Party in the Senate and the House, lightweight mad at their colleagues for taking that route. But at the same time, you really can't be mad at your colleagues for doing that because you hurting their constituents. You get what I'm saying? And that was a good thing they did last night. See, the Democrats, what they did last night, they thought about it like we can't continue to keep going through this. This is like 41 of government day. This is like the 41 day of the government shutdown. So no, we can't continue to keep going through this. We ain't about to go through this in another 40 days. We have constituents in my district that's hurting. They healthcare finna get taken away. They EBT system down of ain't nobody got they supplement those EBT assistance. They haven't got that. So what the Democrats did last night, 7 of them, they broke their party and joined the Republicans. I think it was the right thing to do because you got to think and look at it like this for real. I can't continue to keep the government closed down and I have constituents in my district that's hurting. No, I'm going to go ahead and vote to open up the government so I can get everything back to normal and I can get my constituents what they need or what they've been fighting for because they've been hurt. You get what I'm saying? Since this government shutdown been down, a lot of people that these senators represent when they district, they constituents been hurt. So the Democrats, what they did is they say, you know what? I'm going to break away from my party and I'm going to join the Republicans and we're going to get 60 votes in the Senate to reopen the government up so my constituents can be right to represent me, to bought me here for real. So I got to represent them too. They hungry. They struggling right now. So I think the Democrats did a pretty decent job last night. They joined with the Republicans to get the government back open and what the Democrats do. No, we can't continue to keep having this government shut down. I got constituents in my district that's hurting, that's starving. No. So I'm going to join with the Republicans, get the government back open. If y'all want to continue to talk about health care, Democrats, then we can open the government up. We can sit down, debate, compromise, and we can see what type of health care that we can come up with for the American people. And I know it's going to be Mr. Buffoon care. Like, subscribe, share, comment, guys. Y'all take care. Have a blessed one.